Mountain News at 6 starts now.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 6.
The family of Wesley Hook has been waiting for answers for nearly 3 years now.
In June 2020, he disappeared, but that disappearance eventually turned into a murder investigation.
And today, the family tells WYMT's Buddy Forbes they got one step closer to seeing justice served.
From missing to murdered.
It's destroyed me. I lived through my son. I mean, it destroyed my life. They took my life.
Wesley Hook's family has spent nearly 3 years hoping for justice.
I never got to hold my son's hand or kiss him goodbye or anything. He's in my house, isn't it?
Wednesday, part of that came when Eric DeLeon, one of the 3 people arrested in connection with his murder, faced the judge.
Mr. DeLeon, I'm going to ask you how you plead to count 1, kidnapping, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
And you plead guilty because you are in fact guilty of that crime as charged in that indictment?
Yes, sir.
With a plea agreement taking murder and tampering with evidence charges off of the table, resulting in a 30-year sentence for DeLeon.
Yeah, I think I'm happy because Wesley was against the death penalty. So I guess I'm happy with that. I'm happy with the sentence. And 30 years is a long time. It's a long time to think about what he's done.
But the small sigh of relief was met with a rush of emotion.
I was hoping that he would look at me and show me some kind of remorse. They say he has remorse, but I didn't see any today. I didn't see any remorse. So I'm hoping maybe on final sentencing I'll see some kind of remorse.
As the family waits for things they fear they will never get.
We don't know what happened because we'll never really know.
Hoping the final pieces of the puzzle will come together before the case is closed.
The only thing we have is what they tell us, so we want to hear it.
Saying they just want to know.
But I'd like to just know why. And hopefully by the end we will know why.
Live West, in Floyd County, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
DeLeon is the second person charged in the murder case to reach a plea agreement. Crystal Williams pleaded guilty to charges of kidnapping and tampering with evidence in November 2021. The third person charged, Enos Little, has yet to make a plea agreement, but is expected back in court later this summer.
We now know the name of a man who died after being hit by a car. Kentucky State Police say 65-year-old James Boyd of Garrett reportedly walked in front of an SUV on US 23 at Floyd County on Monday. The crash happened near Iville. Boyd was taken to a nearby hospital but later died.
Officials with the Bell County Sheriff's Department are asking the public for help in tracking down items that were stolen from a local church. Staff with the Faith Temple Church in Middlesboro reported 4 large flower pots were stolen from the front of the church between March 4th and March 7th. Officials estimate the value of the stolen items to be around $1,000 and urge folks that have any information to call Bell County Dispatch at 606-337-6174, or you can message the Bell County Sheriff's Department Facebook page.
Tazewell, Tennessee police say they charged 19-year-old Robert Malnar with leaving the scene of a crash and underage possession of alcohol early yesterday morning. Officers say he reportedly crashed into a light pole and then drove off on US 25 East at the intersection of Tennessee State Route 33. Officials said Malnar was speeding, went straight through the intersection, and snapped a light pole in front of the Tazewell City Hall. Police say they were able to follow the fluid trail and they found the car at Value RX just down the street.
Cloudy skies continue overhead for most as we head through the evening hours, and we've got another chilly night on the way tonight. Here's the view from Buffalo Mountain, a hint of a sunset out there. Otherwise, the clouds staying kind of thick at times, but you see some clearing continuing to work on through. Just about done with the daylight for the day. We continue to see temperatures chilly, low to mid 40s for most. Jacksboro still near 50, and the upper 50s staying down into portions of the Cumberland Valley. So we will continue to see the mild air down that way tonight. 33 for tonight. I think we're dry, partly to mostly cloudy though. Showers don't move in until tomorrow night. I think we're dry for much of tomorrow, but those changes are on the way. I'll detail all of those here in just a few minutes, guys.
Thank you, Evan. A bill to legalize wagers on sporting events is making some progress at the state capitol.
The bill to allow betting on college and pro sporting events both online and at horse track owned facilities easily cleared a House committee.
WYMT's Phil Pendleton spoke to those on both sides of the debate.
So first item on the
No one voted against House Bill 551, and the bill cleared out of committee in just under 30 minutes Wednesday morning.
I feel like we've got a lot of momentum. I feel like very optimistic going into the floor vote and going into the Senate votes.
It's the third time the bill to allow legal wagering on college and pro sporting events has passed a House panel. Last year, it also passed the full House, but never got a vote in the Senate.
The bill before you today will put this industry in a legal and regulated status so that everyone knows what the framework is.
The State Racing Commission will oversee sports betting parlors, and they'll be allowed at racetrack-owned facilities. It'll be taxed and is estimated to bring in an additional $23 million a year.
Significantly reduce illegal participation in this type of activity, and will also help us pay down our pension liabilities.
There is the concern that children will be able to access sports wagering and cause a lot of problems. They say that the use of a phone and gambling is never a good combination. That's among the arguments against from conservative group the Family Foundation. And they say this is government aligning with predatory companies at the cost of its citizens.
We have a lot of interaction with churches across Kentucky, and I cannot tell you how many pastors that have gotten engaged really with, involved in government because of the harms that they have seen on people with gambling addiction.
Unlike previous bills, this one does not legalize online poker or daily fantasy sports. In Frankfort, Phil Pendleton, WYMT Mountain News.
The bill now goes to the Senate, and if it passes there, it will likely become law because Governor Beshear says he also supports it. A popular Pulaski County air show is getting pushed back. Organizers announced the Lake Cumberland Air Show will be back next year. They say they will be reconstructing the tarmac to build a bigger and better show. Construction is expected to wrap up this fall. The air show started last year as a way to highlight aviation in the area. It brought in more than 8,000 people.